Welcome everyone to this edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. I'm Chaz, I'm your host, and welcome back. Now let's get right into this week's email, and this one comes in from Amanda. You know what, instead of me reading this email, I'm just going to throw that over there to the side, and I'm going to bring Amanda into the frame. So there you go, this is Amanda. And
hello.
Amanda actually didn't send me the email, but she's actually been a YOGAmazing subscriber for several years, and she's from Southern California originally.
This is true.
And recently, I was at a restaurant in Louisville called Cole's Pizza. They have the best pizza in Louisville. Mark, you owe me a pizza the next time in there, okay? Because it is the best pizza. And I walked in, and you said, hey, you're Chaz from YOGAmazing. I've been following you for several years. And we got into a conversation, and you said, hey, I've had a pretty traumatic, year.
Yes.
So could you do yoga for emotional healing? So let's talk a little bit about that. What type of class are you looking for this to help you?
Just basically something to kind of like get me breathing, get me focused, not on all the stuff that had happened previously, but something to just kind of open me up and
help you to de-stress.
Exactly.
So it could be, yoga for emotional healing could be a relationship, it could be a death in the family, it could be, a lot of people are really stressing out over the financial crisis that's going on not only here in the United States, but on a global level. So believe me, there is definitely a lot of emotional healing that needs to be helped, and through the power of yoga, we're able to do that. So if you have an idea, just like Amanda here, you could send an email, chaz@yogamazing.com, or even better, you can drop into the class just like she did. In fact, she came up with the idea, and I said, come on, why don't you come into the class, and you can do it with me? And she was like, no. And I said, yes.
I'm shy.
So, yeah, you can tell. So please send an email, chaz@yogamazing.com. And remember, you can also find me in Facebook, YouTube, and in Twitter. All those different places to find and locate to talk about yoga so that we can all become healthier and happier individuals. So remember, as we go through today's class, to breathe, relax, and have fun in this edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. Now we're going to start off with a breathing exercise called alternate nose breathing. It's great to do because it's going to help you to calm down, it's going to help you to focus, whether you're at work or you're going through something traumatic in your life. And what it does is it balances out both hemispheres of the brain so that you can become a whole person. So that's why it's alternate nose breathing, to help you to maintain your balance. And in yoga, it's all about balance and finding that right space. So I thought this would be a good idea, and it's very important. If you're going through some emotional stuff, even if you just do a little breathing exercise like this, it'll make a big difference in your day. So from here, you're going to take your right hand. Now some people, I'm going to go into a little detail. You can just use your fingers or whatever, but I'm going to take my ring finger and my pinky finger on my left nostril, okay? And then I'm going to use my thumb as well, okay? So from here, then take your left hand and do the mudra, the index finger and the thumb. Sit up nice and straight. And we're going to inhale through the right nostril. So big inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale through the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Take both hands on your knees, palms up, index fingers and thumbs touching, and just stay here. Sit up nice and straight. Just take a few moments here and breathe. And then from here, I want you to slowly release, and let's take it into a child's pose. Child's pose, I always start my classes with child's pose, but it's a great pose to help you to calm and relax. So drop it back, open up your knees, drop the stomach and chest through, and just stretch it out. You can take your arms out in front of you, or, Amanda, if you want, can you bring your hands back? There you go, and just drop your arms back, open up your knees a little bit wider. Good. And just rest it in here. And this is also, a lot of people just call this another variation of the child's pose or the embryo. So it's just whichever one works for you, but if your arms are forward, let them relax, and if they're back, let them relax. This is a very meditative pose. It's very relaxing, so just take these first few moments and just relax it in. And then from here, slowly bring it to your hands and knees. We'll do a little cat and a cow. A lot of these poses, we had talked about this, a lot of poses that are very beneficial when you're going through an emotional experience in your life is a lot of heart openers. So anything that we can do to roll the heart open, so we're going to be doing the cat and the cow. So from here, inhale looking up, shoulder blades down, spread the sits bones. And as you exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Again, inhaling, looking up. And exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Inhaling up. And exhale. And inhale, looking up. And exhale. Inhaling, looking up. And exhale. We'll do one more. Inhale, looking up. And then exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Now from here, bring it to the table, dig your toes into the mat, and let's take it up and back into down dog. So bend your knees, push it back, flatten the palms, spread the fingers. And since I've got Amanda here with me, I can actually, work with you a little bit more. I know don't look up unless you need to. But you want to make sure that your palms are flat. You want to spread your fingers. You want to roll the shoulder blades away from each other down the back. And you want to make sure your neck is nice and long. See, her neck is neutral with the spine. That's what we want. And now hide your heels behind your feet. Walk your feet just a little bit closer together. Now I want you to bend your knees and push back. See, like I always say, that sliding board spine, she's got that nice sliding board spine going on, and that's what we want to do. And if your heels don't touch the floor, that's no big deal. It just means, well, your heels don't touch the floor. Just let your body open. Stay here and breathe in down dog. Now you may be saying, well, how are we going to get some chest openings through this pose? Well, it's very easy. From here, we're just going to roll it up, you're going to stay on your toes, you're going to bring it into an up dog. So you're going to be like this. Keep your hips up off the floor. There you go. Dig your toes into the mat. There you go. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Roll the shoulder blades. So you're going to roll the heart open. Good. Stay here and breathe. Roll the heart. Don't let your head stick out. Pull it back neutral with the spine, and then take it back to a down dog. Lots of creaking going on over there, Amanda. I hear that. And then from here, again, up dog. Keep your toes dug down. You're not rolling over the toes. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Roll the heart open. Deepen the breath. And roll it back to a down dog. And let's do one more of these. Again, roll it. Roll the heart open. Deepen the breath. and take it back to a down dog. And from here, walk your feet forward. And I want you to bend your knees and just hang. Let your arms just relax on the floor. Don't hold on to anything. Just breathe and relax. And then bring it up. Bring the arms up. Good. And then bring the hands to the chest. Stay here and breathe. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Let me get you to step back just a little bit in your mat so that we don't hit arms. Now we're going to be doing some work on our spine. Get a little bit of a heart opener here. So from here, let's bring the arms up, inhaling. From here, take the arm to the leg. Inhale through the other. And as you exhale, take it over to the side. Don't let your neck collapse. Keep it neutral with the spine and looking up under the arm towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Hang here, breathe. Bring it up. Let's release to the other side. Big inhale, lengthen. And exhale back. Looking under the arm towards the ceiling again. Deepen the breath. Remember, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. So remember, as you inhale, you want to reach. And as you exhale, you take it over little by little so you get that stretched on the side of the body. And use this hand as leverage to take you deeper into the pose. And bring it up. From here, interlock your fingers, drop the head back, feet slightly apart. Big inhale. And as you exhale, go back. Remember, inhale, reach. Exhale, deepen. Hips come slightly forward with each inhale and exhale. Take it back. Bring it up. And from here, you're just going to drop it down back into a standing forward fold. Walk it back to a down dog. From here, bring your right foot forward, drop the left knee. Keep your left toes dug in. Now from here, we're going to go into a real deep back bend as best as you can. So let's just stay here for a moment. You want your hips to open. If you're here, kind of like as I was say, like, you know, like if you're getting a sports picture taken, that classic group shot, you know. But if you have the ability, take that leg back further so you get much more of a hip opening here. So, okay, now we're going to go deeper. Let's bring the arms up. Inhale. Interlock your fingers, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, root the hips as you go back and get a great big heart opener here. And release, hands come forward, down dog. And left foot forward, drop the right knee. Keep the toes dug into the mat. Get yourself set right here. Deepen the breath. Take a few moments here. Just take a few breaths before we move on. And arms up, inhale. Interlock your fingers, drop the head back. Big inhale. And as you exhale, go back. release, down dog. And drop to your knees, go to a child's pose, stretch it out. Slowly bring it up. From here, let's bring it to Camel Ustrasana. Hands to your hips, knees are hips width apart. Now on this one, you have the capabilities, or if you do have the capability or the ability to go all the way back and grab your heels, that's cool. But I always tell people, let me turn sideways a little bit, is when you do that, you don't want to lean back and do this. That's totally wrong. You want to make sure your hips stay forward, roll the heart, so if your hands stay on your hips, that's fine too. As I always say, it's not about the ego, it's about the proper alignment. So do whichever one's good for you, okay? So from here, hands on the hips. Big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulder, drop the head back. Keep the hips forward. Deepen the breath. Bring it up. And go to a child's pose. And then bring it up. Doing 2 of these. So, big inhale, lift into the heart, roll the shoulders. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders, take it back. Only go as deep as you need to. Hips forward. Relax, breathe. Up. And child's pose. From here, slowly release. Bring it to lying on your stomach for Cobra. We're going to be doing a couple of variations on this as well. So, chin to the floor, thumbs to your chest, hands by your chest, elbows tucked in, legs together, firm up the thighs. Big inhale. And as you exhale, lift using your lower back muscles. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, elbows tucked in. Now you're not pushing with your hands. You're lifting with the lower back. Breathe and just hold yourself delicately, gently with your hands. Don't push though. We're not doing an up dog. And release. Turn your head, arms to the side, palms up. Chin to the floor, arms to your side, palms down for a jet airplane. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring it up. Arms up, legs up, chest up. Breathe and lift. And release. Turn your head the other way. Palms up. Chin to the floor. Bend your knees. Grab your feet for the bow. Big inhale. And as you exhale, kick your legs back. Bring it up. From here, child's pose, stretch out the back. Now from here, slowly bring it up. And Amanda, I want you to lay on your back. Now we're going to be doing a little sequence here. We're going to do a shoulder pose into a plow pose into Matsyasana, which is the fish pose. So we're going to be working on those. So what I want you to do, and I'm going to work with her, since I've got someone here in class, I can actually work with someone to help you in case you want to watch this video at some point to see a little bit more of the correction. So from here, I want you to roll it up into a shoulder stand. Okay, now bring it up. Now, what you want to do, make sure you do, is right now, she's kind of in like a slight V angle. So what I'm going to do is, now I know a lot of times you don't have the ability there, but I'm going to take my feet around her elbows. I'm going to tuck her bottom in. There you go. And point your toes. There you go. Now, I want you to squeeze and lengthen through your feet. Notice her toes are active. Spread your toes, activate your toes, deepen the breath. Great pose to do. If you're unable to do, if you can do a headstand, that's a great pose to do as well for emotional healing. But I'm doing a shoulder stand here because we got extra sequence going into it. So from here, stay here, deepen the breath, and do the best that you can. Okay, because I know if you've got a little bit of a bend in there, okay, we always want to work on advancing our posture, so just let your body open little by little. Deepen the breath. Now from here, I want you to start to take your feet to the floor behind you, which is going to be the plow pose. There you go, keep going back, see if you can drop your toes. Now, she's almost there. And some people can actually get their feet to the floor. Some people, they can't. So I'm not going to push her to go any further, that comfort zone, because a lot of times when people start doing this pose, they feel a little bit intimidated because you have no idea where your toes and your feet are. She can't see it, but she's smiling and a little laughing right here. So you just want to feel comfortable with it. I've got students who come to the class and they do the same. So your body will open. As your body opens more and more, you will. So just stay here and breathe because you're still getting a benefit. Now from here, I want you to slowly roll out of it, vertebrae by vertebrae, bend your knees, and just slowly roll out of it. Bring it down to laying on your back on the floor. Good. Now I want you to make like a little diamond with your hands. I'm going to show you up into the camera. You're going to make a little diamond like this with your hands, and you're going to put it right here on your bottom. Now from here, what I want you to do is I want you to take your feet straight onto the floor. Take your feet straight out. And then now I want you to tuck your elbows under. So you're going to tuck your elbows. I'm going to lay down this way so they can see. Now what you got to do is you got to put your hands up, but then you got to come up like this, like you're looking up at somebody. Then drop your head and roll the heart over. And then slowly release. Just lay on your back. Arms to your side, palms up. A few more poses now. From here, bend your knees, and we're going to take it into the bridge pose. So from here, let's lift our hips. We're going to interlock our fingers, tuck our shoulder blades. Make sure that your feet are only hips width apart, no more, no less. Don't let your legs splay or spread. Squeeze and lengthen the tailbone towards the knees. Keep your neck long. Keep the breath deep. And slowly release. Bring it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your feet together for a reclined butterfly. There you go. Bring your legs together, squeeze your legs in, big hug, forehead to the knee. And take your arms to a T as best as you can with your neighbor. And drop your legs to the right, look to the left. And roll to the left, look to the right. And then slowly bring it back to the center. One more big hug. Squeeze your legs in, deepen the breath. And then from here, I want you to extend your legs out in front of you. And I want you to go to resting pose, Amanda. Now, there is another option that you can do here. And while she's resting, you can either go to Shavasana for these next few moments. But I'm going to go to the wall behind me. And I'm going to do what's called Viparati Karani, or legs up the wall, which is another great pose to use to de-stress and also to just help you relax. So you can stay in Shavasana, or you can find a space against the wall and do this pose as well. So just stay here. I'm going to move over to here and do the legs up the wall. And take these next few moments. You want to make sure that your bottom touches the wall. And then just take your legs up the wall, arms to your side, palms up. And again, just take these next few moments and just allow yourself the freedom to let the body, the mind connect. This is where the true benefits of yoga come in. Just let go and accept the practice you've given yourself today. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.